Right, let me know if you can hear me. Is it working on that? Can you hear me? It started yet? Two seconds. So working?
Yeah.
Working alright, aye? Right, okay. Was it? Sorry, you got it now? Right. Sorry about that. My PC was absolutely messing up majorly for some reason. I don't know what the hell happened to it. So I'm having to do it off my laptop instead. I'll leave comments on these tonight because I don't want to breaking anything else. You get full screen everything, alright? Right, okay. Right, I'll get another wee second or two to see if we get anyone else coming in. Right. Get on a reset, right, so in the quiz tonight, so there's 53 points in total. We've got 5 rounds tonight, so round 1 sports and leisure, so there's 10 questions but you can get 13 points from it. Round 2 film, 10 questions, 10 points. Round 3 geography, 10 questions, 10 points. General knowledge, round 4, 10 questions and 10 points. And round 5 is 10 questions, it's music, 10 questions for 10 points. Right, get another wee map and all that. Oh, I'm raging at this. Right, we're just getting to start, right? Since I'm already late enough and I wants to join and go back, they're more than welcome to do that. Is the screen fit alright for everyone else? Because it looks a bit weird in mine, but I think it's fine if I else. Is it all round, all the rounds in it? Is it cutting out some of it?
Oh, it's cutting out.
It's cutting out. Oh my goodness, what the hell's going on? That'll be right. Right, that's it. Right, we'll just start on it. Right, so we'll go into round 1. So round 1, sports and leisure. Question 1. If my playing position was a cornerback, which sport would I be playing? You can tell how bad it was in stream there. So question 1, if my playing position was a cornerback, which sport would I be playing? Got question 2 now. In inches, how wide is the beam in women's gymnastics? Oh, I didn't realise my heat's covering half it or not. Alright, God's sake. Right, my heat can go smaller now. Right, so question 2. In inches, how wide is the beam in women's gymnastics? Right, question 3 now. Which sport commences with a face-off? So which sport commences with a face-off? Question 3. Question 4 now. Name the 4 train stations on a traditional UK Monopoly board. So you get 1 point for each correct answer for this. So if you get 2 of them right, you get 2 points. If you get all 4, you get 4 points on this question. If you get none, you get none. Right, question 5 now. Where might you come across a chicane? So question 5. Where might you come across a chicane? Right, moving on to question 6 now. Question 6. Name the youngest ever heavyweight boxing champion. Youngest one ever. You've not got a clue, no? So question 6. Name the youngest ever heavyweight boxing champion. What to question 7 now. How many tournaments make up a Grand Slam in golf? We don't need the names of the tournaments. I'll try and give you the names by memory at the end, but just how many tournaments make up the Grand Slam in golf? Right, question 8 now. What is the name of What is the name of Manchester City's old home ground? So not the one they play in now. So the one they previously played at before the one just now was built. So question 8. What is the name of Manchester City's old home ground? Question 9. Which number lies between 15 and 6 on a dartboard? So which number lies between 15 and 6 on a dartboard for question 9? Go to question 10, the last of this round. In Formula 1, if the stewards are waving a black flag, what does this mean? So in Formula 1, if the stewards are waving a black flag, what does this mean? Right, that's the end of round 1. Let's move on to round 2 now, which is film. So 10 questions here and 10 points available. Question 1 of round 2. Kevin Bacon and Laurie Singer teamed up in which 1984 film which sees a city boy move to a conservative town? Question 1 of round 2. Kevin Bacon and Laurie Singer teamed up in which 1984 film which sees a city boy move to a conservative town? Question 2 now. Who directed both Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom and The Colour Purple? So question 2. Who directed both Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom and The Colour Purple? What's I did with this one? Right, question 3 now. David Bowie and Jennifer Connelly teamed up in which visionary classic from Jim Henson? Question 3. David Bowie and Jennifer Connelly teamed up in which visionary classic from Jim Henson? Maybe said this first favourite. Alright, question 4 now. From 1986, starring Matthew Broderick, life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it, is the quote from which film? Might be quite a hard one for a few people. Surprisingly not, but it was quite a difficult one, I would think. I've not seen it, obviously. So question 4, from 1986, starring Matthew Broderick, life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it, is a quote from which film? Right, question 5 now. Who wrote the novel on which the film The Green Mile is based on? The Green Mile is based on. So question 5. Who wrote the novel on which the film The Green Mile is based? Right, question 6 of the film now. Danny Dyer, Vinnie Jones and Jason Statham starred together in which 2001 film? So question 6. Danny Dyer, Vinnie Jones and Jason Statham starred together in which 2001 film? Brilliant film. Question 7 now. Which former Doctor Who actress played the part of Nebula in Avengers Infinity War? My favourite series. Film, The Avengers, or MCU. So question 7. Which former Doctor Who actress played the part of Nebula in Avengers Infinity War? I just made Amy watch Endgame yesterday as well. No. I don't think so. I don't know. What? Is it Mandy? I can't talk any further than that, so. Right, question 8. Which 1990 gangster movie is based on the biography of Henry Hill, a small-time gangster working his way up the mob hierarchy? Question 8. Which 1990 gangster movie is based on the biography of Henry Hill, a small-time gangster working his way up the mob hierarchy? Right, question 9 now. What is the name of the 2015 boxing movie starring Jake Gyllenhaal and Rachel McAdams? Good film this as well. Yeah. Question 9. What is the name of the 2015 boxing movie starring Jake Gyllenhaal and Rachel McAdams? Right, question 10 now. Last one of the round. So in a 1957 film about Japanese prisoners of war, where was the bridge? Quite a good one as well. Old but gold. So question 10, last day around. In the 1957 film about Japanese prisoners of war, where was the bridge? I said we'll go on to round 3, then we'll go over the answers after round 3 of the first 3 rounds. So round 3 is geography. So I think the first 4 questions are picture related, so you might want to look at them. And the rest are actual questions on geography. So question 1. Which country is this famous attraction located? So question 1. Which country is this famous attraction located? Right, question 2 now. What is the name of this famous attraction located in Germany? Question 2. What is the name of this famous attraction located in Germany? Give us a wee second to have a quick look at the photos and I'll move on. Right, we'll go on to question 3 now. Question 3. This one might be a bit hard to see, but for people who can make their screens bigger, that'll do it. So, highlighted in the green below, which European country is located here? I know it may be a bit hard to see for some people. So highlighted in green below, which European country is located here? Go on to question 4 now. In the image below, it is the flag of which national country? It is the national flag of which country? So question 4, in the image below, it is the national flag of which country? Move on after that now, we're to question 5. Question 5. What is Scotland's 4th largest city by population? Question 5. What is Scotland's 4th largest city by population? Question 6 now. Which US city has the world's busiest airport? This one surprised me actually, I don't know this. So question 6. Which US city has the world's busiest airport? Move on to question 7 now. Basel is the 3rd largest city in which country? So question 7. Basel is the 3rd largest city in which country? Right, question 8 now. Cuba was a colony of which European country? Question 8. Cuba was a colony of which European country? Question 9 now. Abertui, I don't know if I pronounce that, Abertui or Tawi, whatever you can read it, is the Welsh name for which city? So question 9. The first word is the Welsh name for which city? Right, last question around, question 10. What is the capital city of the country Colombia? Why are you shaking your head at that for? Oh, Morelos?
That's what I come up with.
I know, but come on, you need a few places, you know. So question 10. What is the capital city of the country Colombia? Right, so I'll leave the questions up for another 2 seconds, then it'll take 2-3 minutes. So you can get ready, then we'll go over the answers. In the first 3 rounds, then we'll finish the last 2 rounds, which is general knowledge and music. And for the ones I played last time, there's no lyrics in the music one, so it'll be a hell of a lot easier because I struggled with that one last time apparently, so there'll be no lyrics in this one. Right, so 2-3 minutes for that. we'll go over the answers here. The answers round 1, 2 and 3. So we'll get started here. Going round 1 if everyone's back. So round 1, so question 1. If my playing position was a cornerback, which sport would I be playing? I'd be playing American football. Playing the defensive side, not the offensive in American football. So question 2, in inches, how wide is the beam in women's gymnastics? Maybe I guess for most people, but the beam is 4 inches. 4 inches wide the beam is. Question 3, so which sport commences with a face-off? It is ice hockey. Now if people put boxing or like any UFC thing, the fight actually doesn't begin with the face-off. They go in for a face-off before the fight starts, but it's ice hockey. That's how the game starts, they drop the puck in the middle, so if anyone's put that. Question 4, name 4 train stations on a traditional UK Monopoly board, so you get 1 point for each of them, and they are Fenchurch Street, Liverpool Street, King's Cross and Marylebone. Boys that I played Monopoly with that night, I got this right. And question 5, where might you come across a chicane? You come across a chicane on a racetrack. One of the turns. So ones that go quick left and right, or quick right and left. Alright, question 6 now. Name the youngest ever heavyweight boxing champion. It was Mike Tyson. I think he was 20 years old. Can't remember the name of the guy who he beat. I can't remember the name who it was, but he was 20 years old, I'm sure of that. And question 7, how many tournaments make up a Grand Slam in golf? It is 4 tournaments. So you've got the Masters, the Open, the US Open and the PGA Championship. I think that's the 4 of them. So question 8, what is the name of Manchester City's old home ground? It is Main Road. Main Road is the name of Man City's home ground, old home ground. So question 9, which number lies between 15 and 6 on a dartboard? It is number 10. Number 10 lies between 15 and 6. And in question 10, in Formula 1, if the stewards are waving a black flag, what does this mean? It means the driver has been disqualified. Do you hear that? The driver has been disqualified for a black flag. Right, round 2 now, film. So Kevin Bacon and Laurie Singer teamed up in which 1984 film that sees a city boy move to a conservative town? It is indeed Footloose. Footloose is the answer to question 1. Question 2, who directed both Indiana Jones, The Temple of Doom and The Colour Purple? It is Steven Spielberg. Question 3, David Bowie and Jennifer Connelly teamed up in which visionary classic from Jim Henson? Was Labyrinth. And I hate the film.
So good.
It's not good, it's so boring. Question 4, from 1986, starring Matthew Broderick, life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it. It's a quote from which film? It is Ferris Bueller's Day Off. That's the answer for question 4. Right, question 5, who wrote the novel on which the film The Green Mile is based? It was Stephen King. Stephen King wrote the novel was based on. The film was based on it. We're going to question 6 now. Danny Dyer, Vinnie Jones and Jason Statham starred together in which 2001 film? It was Mean Machine. Starred in Mean Machine. See, you would have got that if you'd let me show you. Tried making you watch it that week.
Sorry.
Then the other one, Longest Yard, which was a new one with Adam Sandler. That was a new one, American football, but Mean Machine's probably better. Question 7, which former Doctor Who actress played the part of Nebula in Avengers Infinity War? It was Karen Gillan. Karen Gillan played it. Oh, chair's so squeaky. Question 8, which 1990 gangster movie is based on the biography of Henry Hill, a small-time gangster working his way up the mob hierarchy? It is Goodfellas. Goodfellas is. Where'd you put that one?
There's a hot dogs. Or fried hot dogs.
Question 9. What is the name of the 2015 boxing movie starring Jake Gyllenhaal and Rachel McAdams? It is Southpaw. It's an great, you've never seen that either, have you? That's another one to put in your book. That's a great film. It's out of Question 10. In the 1957 film about Japanese prisoners of war, where was the bridge? The bridge was over the River Kwai. That's where the bridge was over. We'll go to the next round then, round 3. So, question 1. Which country is this famous attraction located? It is indeed Peru. Machu Picchu. That's a bucket list one. Got question 2 now. What is the name of this famous attraction located in Germany? It is the Brandenburg Gate in Berlin. Berlin, Germany. What? Question 3 now. Highlighted in green below, which European country is located here? If you can't see it, I apologise, but it is Belarus. That is Belarus located there. And question 4. In the image below, it is the national flag of which country? It is indeed the home nation of Marvin Andrews, Trinidad and Tobago. Let's put it for that. Norway.
That's the word.
So Trinidad and Tobago, big Marvin Andrews. Got a question 5 now. So what is Scotland's 4th largest city by population? It is Dundee. So Glasgow's first, Edinburgh's second, then it's Aberdeen, Dundee, then Inverness, I think. I think it might be either Perth or Stirling after that. Question 6. Which US city has the world's busiest airport? It is Atlanta. Would you put New York? I thought a lot of people would put New York or LA. That is Atlanta. So question 7. Basel is the 3rd largest city in which country? Switzerland. Switzerland. That's where Basel is. Question 8. Cuba was a colony of which European country? It was Spain. Question 9. Abertawe, however you pronounce it, is the Welsh name for which city? It is Swansea. Where do you put? That's not in Wales.
Oh, I thought it was just anything.
So question 10. What is the capital city of the country? Colombia? Bogota. That's pronounced right, Bogota. Bogota, what? Bogota, whatever. However you like to pronounce it. I didn't even call that in the least.
The guy that swimming.
Oh, is that his name? Is that his name? I think it is. That's his name. Right, so we'll move on to round 4 now. So round 4 will be general knowledge. So we're on to question 1 around round 4. In the film Wizard of Oz, what is Dorothy's dog called? Easy one to start that off. Why are you laughing? So question 1. In the film The Wizard of Oz, what is Dorothy's dog called? Question 2 now. The Kelvin scale is a measure of what? Question 2. The Kelvin scale is a measure of what? Question 3. Which precious metal has the chemical symbol Pd? Ross and Jack, you've done science for ages, I'm sure, in school, so you should get this. So question 3. Which precious metal has the chemical symbol Pd? Question 4 now. Which bridge was both the longest and tallest suspension bridge when it opened in 1937? It carries US Route 101. Question 4. Which bridge was both the longest and tallest suspension bridge when it opened in 1937? And it carries the US Route 101. Question 5 now. What year was the first series of the X Factor? So question 5. What year was the first series of the X Factor? Right, question 6 now. Who invented penicillin? Question 6. Who invented penicillin? Question 7 now. Question 7. What is the name of the hottest chili pepper in the world? I'm sure, did we not take it once, Grant? Me and you had it, if you're watching, I don't know. We had it, didn't we? I'm sure it was at UNSV or something. The two of us were absolutely dying after it. If I vaguely remember, I don't know if it was that exact one, it may have been a different one actually. So question 7, what is the name of the hottest chili pepper in the world? Question 8 now. Cafe Terrace at Night is an 1888 oil painting by which Dutch master? Question 8. Cafe Terrace at Night is an 1888 oil painting by which Dutch master? Question 9 now. Netflix began as a DVD rental service. Is that true or false? 50-50 on this one, you go. So question 9. Netflix began as a DVD rental service. Is that true or false? Going to question 10 now, the last of this round. With temperatures in excess of 470 degrees Celsius, and which is the hottest planet in our solar system? So question 10, the last of the round. With temperatures in excess of 470 degrees Celsius, which is the hottest planet in our solar system? So then we'll move on to the last round now, round 5, which is music. So I didn't do any lyrics questions this time because everyone hated the last time apparently, so I took them out because no one could get it. So question 1 of round 5. What year did the Beatles split? So question 1. What year did the Beatles split? Question 2 now. Question 2. Which singer had 2007's best-selling album Back to Black? So question 2. Which singer had 2007's best-selling album Back to Black? Question 3 now. Question 3. How many people attended the Knebworth, I can't even pronounce that either, Knebworth Oasis concerts over a weekend in 1996?
Do you mean Nebworth?
Knebworth, well, how do you pronounce it? I can't pronounce words now. So how many people attended the Knebworth Oasis concerts over a weekend in 1996? Just that a round number in a sense.
Is that the one that won't be old?
Well, I can't tell you. Question 4. Which singer began her rise to fame as the winner of the inaugural season of reality-based talent show American Idol? Question 4. Which singer began her rise to fame as the winner of the inaugural season of the reality-based talent show American Idol? Question 5 now. Which music diva lost both her brother and husband to cancer in 2016? So question 5. Which music diva lost both her brother and her husband to cancer in 2016? Right, question 6 now. Question 6. Walk This Way was sung by who? Walk this way, talk this way. So question 6. Walk This Way was sung by who? Right, question 7 now. Question 7. Which rock band made a brief yet memorable appearance in the Simpsons movie in 2007? So I think it was close to the start of the film, and it was on the polluted lake, and they started playing a concert on a floating barge, then the barge started to dissolve, if I think that's right, the bit they were in it. If that jogs in memory for anyone. I'm positive it was that bit. So question 7. Which rock band made a brief yet memorable appearance in the Simpsons movie in 2007? Question 8. In 1967, what band released the hit song Ruby Tuesday? So question 8. In 1967, what band released the hit song Ruby Tuesday? Question 9 now. Question 9. What was the highest selling album of the 1980s? So question 9. What was the highest selling album of the 1980s? We're at question 10 and the last question of the quiz. Question 10. In early 2019, Ariana Grande held the top 3 spots on the Billboard Hot 100. Who's the only other artist to have achieved this feat prior to her? So artists with the S in brackets should give us a slight wee hint towards this. So in early 2019, Ariana Grande held the top 3 spots in the Billboard Hot 100. Who's the only other artist to have achieved this feat prior to her? Leave the question up for 2 seconds, with a quick toilet, we'll come back and go over the answers. Right, I'm back. So we'll go over the answers to rounds 4 and 5 and we'll see what scores you get. So there are answers to them. So round 4, general knowledge answers. So question 1. In the film Wizard of Oz, what is Dorothy's dog called? That is called Toto. Toto the dog. Question 2. The Kelvin scale is a measure of what? That is a measure of temperature. Kelvin scale is a measure of temperature. No, would you put food? Question 3. Which precious metal has the chemical symbol Pd? It is palladium. Palladium has the chemical symbol Pd. Question 4. Which bridge was both the longest and tallest suspension bridge when opened in 1937? It carries the US Route 101. It is the Golden Gate Bridge. How did you get at the Golden Gate Bridge? Could you not think of it at all? Golden Gate Bridge for question 4. Question 5. What year was the first series of X Factor? It was 2004. What did you put? 5? Oh,
I knew it was either 1 or 2, I don't know.
The first series of X Factor was 2004. Question 6. So who invented penicillin? It was Alexander Fleming. Oh. Alexander Fleming invented penicillin. Question 7. What is the name of the hottest chili pepper in the world? It was the Carolina Reaper. Question 8. Cafe Terrace at Night is an 1888 oil painting by which Dutch master? Vincent van Gogh. Vincent van Gogh, whatever. Van Gogh. There I go. Question 9. Netflix began as a DVD rental service. True or false? The answer was true. It began as a DVD rental service, and that's in a sense how they got better than Blockbuster. Question 10. The last of general knowledge. With temperatures in excess of 470 degrees Celsius, which is the hottest planet of our solar system? It is Venus. Venus is the hottest. And Mercury is the closest, but Venus is the second closest, and that's hotter. I think is something to do with the way Mercury spins round, or it's always facing one way. I can't remember exactly, but Venus is hotter than Mercury. Round 5, the music round answers. So question 1. What year did the Beatles split? They split up in 1970. Look for that one. So 1970 the Beatles split up. Question 2. Which singer had 2007's best-selling album Back to Black? It was Amy Winehouse. Amy Winehouse had that. Question 3. How many people attended how am I pronouncing that? Netbirth. How many people attended Nedbirth Oasis concerts over a weekend in 1996? The answer was 250,000. What did you put? No. Question 4. Which singer began her rise to fame as the winner of the inaugural season of reality-based talent show American Idol? It was Kelly Clarkson. Kelly Clarkson won that one. Question 5. Which music diva lost both her brother and husband to cancer in 2016? It was Celine Dion. Might have been a hard one for a lot of people, I don't know that. So Celine Dion was the answer to question 5. Question 6. Walk This Way was sung by who? It was sang by Aerosmith. Did you put AC/DC? Question 7. Which rock band made a brief yet memorable appearance in The Simpsons movie 2007? It was Linkin Park. Sorry, not Linkin Park. Green Day. Green Day were in it. So they were on the floating barge singing. I got myself mixed up here, and Love's the one that's got the answers. Question 8. In 1967, which band released the song Ruby Tuesday? It was the Rolling Stones. Rolling Stones released that. Question 9. What was the highest selling album of the 1980s? It was Thriller by Michael Jackson. And the last question of the quiz. So in early 2019, Ariana Grande held the top 3 spots on the Billboard Hot 100. Who's the only other artist to have achieved this feat prior to her? So it wasn't an artist, so artists suggested it was a band, so the band was indeed the Beatles. Beatles are the only other person to do this. Right, so that's the end of that. So let us know what scores you got. Let us know what scores you got, and I'll put my face massive feeling window. So let us know what scores you got, and I'll see if I can shoot these out. What did you get? Amy only get 18. Yeah, that's it. Is that one? Oh, then my full face on like this. Let's see if anyway she's come through here. Let's go back. Maybe I mentioned my scores. Oh, there we go. Ross gets 17. Oh, that's Amy even beat you.
My gran got 29. My gran and Papa got 29.
Amy's gran and Papa get 29. Pip get 40 out of 53. That's not bad. That's good.
My mum and dad get 39.
My mum and dad get 37. Amy's mum and dad got 39. Did you say 39? Fails. We've got a 30. 30 by Kate, 29 by Ewan. Huh? Good scores here. 17 by Jack, 37 by other Ewan. Decent scores, decent scores. Callum get 32, said his film was the strongest point. The film one was quite good in this one.
I got the best at sports.
Tasha and Monica got Tasha and Monica get 39. Okay, let's go with that. Gran get 37. Cheating. Right, troops. Been a pleasure again. So I've been Andy McD, I've been your host. I'll catch you later.